Guess who's back, back again. Guess who's back? Okay, before I even really get into the song and belt it for you guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of my Ascension Diary vlog series, and I'm so freaking happy to have you here. If you haven't seen the first vlog, I highly recommend you watch this first before coming back to this video. Even you being here watching this should be confirmation enough that this video is definitely for you. And it's so beautiful to see that I'm not alone in feeling a specific way and that we're all on this journey together. Woo! So if you haven't already, make yourself comfortable, maybe grab something nice to eat, something to sip on, and enjoy the clips of the past couple of days of mine. Where the last vlog ended, this is picking up. Good morning, or whenever you happen to watch this. It really doesn't matter how far along you are on this journey. It never fails to amaze me how strong and powerful our conditioning and our mind is. Because when I'm telling you the type of anxiety I felt about like an hour ago, when I felt the need to rush through my shower and getting ready because I slept in a bit longer than I wanted to and felt like there's not enough time. That is a universal belief that we unfortunately grew up with. Like, there's never enough time, right? And I'm sure you relate to that. But the beauty of it is that no, we're not immune to feeling anxiety, but at least we're aware enough to realize when these thoughts come up and be like, oh, that's actually not me. That's just me witnessing this thought, but I can flip that around. And then it was immediately a switch to, I have an abundance of time. There's no need to rush. And then I thoroughly enjoyed my shower, and then I kind of forced myself to sit down and meditate. So that's exactly what I did just now. I just finished. And the amount of peace that I feel now, it's all about being present. So however you can cultivate that to get back to the present moment, it doesn't have to be like a sitting down meditation that I did. Oh my gosh, keep that up. Whatever works for you, keep that up. And those that enjoyed the card poll that I shared in the last vlog, maybe there's a message for you in it as well. Wait. So these are the cards that came flying out today. Starting at the top row, these two came out first. 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. That to me is walking away from everything that no longer serves me into a life of freaking balance. And all the cards beneath it came out afterwards. And that is the energy that I'm meant to embody today. So connecting with my inner child with the 6 of Cups. Hermit is all about introspection, going within. A lot of meditating, which is ironic because that's exactly what I did this morning. And Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, that means there's a new abundant beginning coming in for me that ultimately will lead to also the 10 of Cups. So that's exciting. Also for those that feel very much invested after hearing about also like my financial situation right now. Everything worked out beautifully. I actually had a very vulnerable and open conversation with my parents yesterday, which I kind of dreaded, but then there was actually no need at all because they're so loving and so supportive. If I didn't have that security net, I honestly don't really know what I would do when it comes to interacting with family and friends that are not with you on this journey and having a hard time understanding what is going on. It's all about realizing where they are coming from. Don't take anything personal. It's just them voicing what they are feeling, and it's up to you what you take from it and what you leave. I know it's easier said than done, but that honestly helped me a lot to not get triggered anymore if I have somewhat uncomfortable or difficult conversations with family or friends. Also, something that I've forgotten to mention that I noticed during my meditation, it kind of is interlinked with what I mentioned in the last vlog, how our body is so freaking intelligent. It knows what it needs, right? And what is potentially blocked and needs to be looked at further. My throat chakra has been acting up ever since I started recording these vlogs, and it makes a lot of sense because for the majority of my life, a fear of being seen and fully expressing myself. Now this comes out as like, us in Germany we say we have like a frog an hour throw. I don't know if that's also like a universal saying, but it just like closes up, and I think everyone has a very similar experience to that and knows what I mean when I say that. So when I just now really tuned in, it's my inner child, making sure that we are being taken care of, and I ensured her that all is well, that we're good, and that sharing these vlog entries, it's like for the betterment of all. And this epiphany I had actually before this freaking download came through for me even to start the series. And it was all around the fact that I saw all these incredible people working with energy and having all these incredible healing modalities, where I was like, I would love to offer my own healing modality. Oh, I get chills, and I haven't even said what I'm about to say. But then I came to the realization that the healing modality is me. Oh, I'm getting emotional, and it's my voice especially. It has been getting activated so strongly, and then I'm so sensitive to it now, even with also my heart chakra. If there's like heaviness, I'm able to tune in to it and just like ask, where's this coming from? And 9 out of 10, I'm able to get the answers that I need in order to clear that up. So I just needed to share that, because if you are aware enough and in tune with your body enough and present enough, these micro thingies that maybe prior to having this awareness you would have been like, oh, that's nothing. That's actually saying so much. Your body speaks to you all the time. So pay attention to that, yeah? Because now my throat is clear. It's funny because I noticed that yesterday already when I started recording. But we got this. We're pushing through. Like, I'm having way too much fun with this also, so let's go! I just packed my bag.
So it's a bit later in the day, but do you remember how I said that there's an abundance of time? I actually proved that thought to be real, because I just had lunch and I'm now sitting at the beach overlooking the ocean, and I'm in a little, not a cave, but it's kind of secluded from the rest of the people, because I'm gonna do some introspection work. Remember what cards I pulled, so I will follow up on that. I don't know if I necessarily need to meditate, but I'm definitely gonna journal. If you're very lucky, I'm even gonna share some snippets of that. All of this space, I don't even know, you can probably see, but I have that all by myself. But yeah, let's get to journaling.
It all comes down to acting from the heart space. Everything is centered around universal love. That's it. Our ego tends to play tricks on us, but then it's all about embracing what comes up and transmuting it, meeting it with love, holding the light and the love, full trust in the divine, and giving up anything else to God. We are being taken care of every step of the way. We are simply being asked to fully drop into trust and surrender, taking aligned action and having fun while doing it. It gets to be this easy.
Did you enjoy that? It's so funny because I watched this footage back and I look so freaking angry, but this is just my concentration face apparently. Yeah, but I will now really soak in this beauty that is in front of me, and yeah, you will see when I will check in next with you, I guess.
As you can probably tell, this is the next day, and after journaling by the beach, I actually went to dinner with a dear friend of mine that I've only known not even a week. But we instantly clicked, and that is also like something that you will definitely experience if you're on that same type of like frequency right now. Like, you will recognize their soul as part of yours. And that is exactly what Luna is for me, and we had such an incredible conversation. Now, more than ever before, it's so important to support one another, to reassure one another that you are not going crazy and this is actually valid. Remember how I told you that I was suffering from anxiety yesterday and I couldn't pinpoint where this was coming from? Well, Luna went through the same freaking thing, which shouldn't surprise me anymore because that is just another proof of
yes, we are all energetically connected. It's so important to come back to our heart space because we operated yesterday morning both in our head space and our mind space, and that is when the down spiral happens. I just really felt the need to share that because these are like such important epiphanies to get. Number one, you're attracting soul family as quickly as ever before, like people that you just click with, vibe with. You don't need to know their history, their story. You just like, you meet each other exactly where you're at and you're supporting one another moving forward. And number two is the remembrance of not operating out of the mind space, operating out of the heart space. So the more we can drop into that, the easier this transition and this journey will be. And I need to remind myself of that also every single day. So just realize that for the majority of this clip, my head was cut off. Perfect. But that is what you get from not double checking how the frame looks. Anyhow, for those that are still very much invested and interested in my daily card pulls, I of course did that this morning as well. So these are the lovely cards that came flying out today. So 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups, what came through immediately is there's something that I cannot see that is filled with blessings. This cup is filled with blessings and miracles. And with the Queen of Cups, I kind of see the imagery again. So there's this cup again, and I get the feeling of whatever it is that I'm not seeing right now, it's actually something that I've been nurturing for a while, and this is just confirmation to keep doing that. And then we have the King of Wands, and that is all about stepping into my leader position, staying my ground, and taking aligned action, keeping the flame burning. Maybe this relates to your situation too. I'm just a messenger. You're balancing on the freaking motorbike right now. It's just, when people say intuition is a muscle that just needs a lot of practice, like I know I'm intuitive, but then I'm flabbergasted how well it actually works, because I was just driving home and at one point I was like, I've been driving a lot and I actually haven't been in need of gas. That's weird. And then I looked at how much I had like left, and I was like, oh, nearly red. Something inside of me was like, oh, Toni, before you head home, stop by the next petrol station immediately. And I was like, okay. So I did, and I kid you not, the moment I roll onto the driveway to get gas, my motherfucking motorbike dies. Like, this has never happened before. Like, I actually ran out of gas. And if I wouldn't have stopped to get it refilled, I would have just been like stranded on the street. Thank you. Oh my god, let this be just another reminder to really listen to your intuition, your gut feeling, like you know, don't ignore it, please. My gosh, that can actually be very dangerous, you know. But on a more positive note, and it's so funny to me because for you it doesn't even look like I've done anything today. Just been inside, but that's not true. I actually just came home from a restaurant where I had lunch and where I was doing some editing. So I just finished editing the first vlog of the series that you probably already seen. Oh, I'm so freaking proud of what the end result is. Even though it took a lot out of me, a lot of hours. But then again, it also was so easy for me to get into flow state because this, documenting this journey, is filling me up with so much joy and excitement that I'm like, let's go. And these type of distractions, by the way, they've been happening ever since I started vlogging. Now you can be just like, yeah, Toni, that's just, you know, like outside noise, nothing much. But what I see it as is interruptions. And it doesn't take much to understand that with us, beings of light, shining so brightly, there's also darkness on the other side of it. You know, that's duality. We know that. So of course,
there is some type of energy and force that does not want me to follow through, that does not want me to get this out. But I'm resilient and I will stand my ground. If you're wondering what I'm focusing on, it's following the excitement, following the spark, leaning into play and joy and truly being in my heart space. Because what I realized earlier is that I didn't even tell you what it takes to be in the heart space. The easiest thing that you can do is being present, grounded. Even better if you're like spending a lot of time in nature, because in that moment, in the present moment, there's no past, there's no future, there's just you. So if you're not thinking about the past, if you're not thinking about the future, you're not in the mind, you're automatically in the heart, taking in the beauty that is all around you, being truly present with your loved ones. Like, come on! Like, that's what we're heading into. That's gonna be the norm from now. I'm so freaking excited for that! Yeah, and in the meantime, we're gonna nourish our bodies. So, let's see. I mean, now this is gonna be somewhat of a food haul. This is coconut yogurt. So good. Some watermelon. And I also bought humongous dragon fruit. With my calculations, this vlog needs to end here with this clip, because I already talked so freaking much yesterday and today, but I don't think you mind, right? It's such a weird place to be in because I haven't uploaded the first vlog yet at this point in time. So I can only assume that people liked it and that it was somewhat resonating, but I don't know, you could have hated it, and I'm just like, I'm still gonna continue, obviously, because I know the right people will find it, but yeah, I'm just gonna close it off here, give it to outro Toni, and I will see you when I see you. So how was that one for you? Did you enjoy yourself? I know I'm all over the place, but that's just like my personality. But feel free to let me know if you resonated with it. Honestly, the type of love that I received from the first vlog, like I did not expect. My heart is so full, so thank you to each and everyone that left a beautiful comment, left a like. Like, I see you, I recognize your profiles. And also, what I forgotten to mention in my last vlog, if there's anything that you would like for me to specifically speak about, let me know in the comment section. Like, I'm super active, and as long as I have it in me, I will make sure to reply to every single comment. So feel free to share your experience with these current energies. As I was mentioning before, we are all in this together. There's no such thing as separation. No. That's not what we're moving into, and I'm very, very happy to see it. So with that being said, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day, and I will hopefully see you in one of the next upcoming vlogs. Thank you for being part of this journey, wanting to be part of this journey. And as always, I love you very, very much. Bye-bye. Oh, I wish you could see all this wildlife around me. Like when I film, there are like so many fairy beings just fluttering around. So many butterflies and dragonflies and hummingbirds. Truly magical. Okay, bye.